Tonight, I hope to read it before you. The date was June something, 2010. I forgot to write down the date. It begins, oh God. There's a small drinking game, which is that every time I can't possibly go on, you guys take a drink to make me feel better. It works out well for all parties involved. Okay. It begins with a metaphor. Hey! Fuck, I haven't read this since last show. You know how in elementary school, the kids would all get together and play kickball on the asphalt with one of those bouncy red balls? And how if, when it was your turn to kick, the bell rang and you got distracted and missed? Then, both teams, in a moment of empathetic camaraderie, would recognize the play as a do-over. Well, I call do-over. This was also the title of the email. Subject line, do-over. Here's the rub. It's like effectively ye olden days. Spoiler alert. I was hammered the night we met. Oh, God. I didn't expect you to be quite so funny, smart, motivated, impressive. And at least from what I remember, you were all around a top-notch gal. A top-notch gal. Oh my God. I mean, I was clearly making it up. And then this is the part where I start negging. Are you guys familiar with the concept of negging? Okay, cool, that was like maybe a quarter of the audience. So, negging is where you give negative things to try and get positive attention. It doesn't work. Here's what my negging, which I no longer do, looks like. Anticipating a bust. I was already a couple drinks in before arriving at the bar, planning on meeting up with my friends later, no matter what. And then, boo, I have hurt myself and I'm on the stage reading this. Boo! Thank you. I'm like a fairy, it keeps me alive. And then a couple more drinks in on my way out the door from Butter to the club. Butter's where we met, the club's where we ended up. And then I think I had a drink there. Long story short, despite whatever semblance of coherence you may have seen, I was embarrassingly drunk. And for that, I apologize. Also, I'm pretty sure I didn't even say goodbye to you that night. So if I was rude, again, I apologize. Skip, 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 skip. Freaking oi. Skip, skip, skip. Oh, God. Here's the next paragraph. I haven't read this part yet. I'll tell you guys about it. I found your card this week, meaning I haven't stopped looking at your business card since our horrible date. And went to check out the website for the place where you work. Your mic is on. Just nothing but giggles. And I want to hear more about the work you do. Oh, God. My college job for the past 3 years was to organize 12 multimedia workshops for mid-career journalists who had recently been laid off, looking to get a leg up on this new media hullabaloo, or whatever that is. Hullabaloo. Hey! Anyway, point being, I'd like for you to meet my sober self. She's substantially more engaging, albeit just as lispy. I leave for a wedding on Thursday. I have plans. Lots of them. But next week, thank you. But next week, if you're down, I'm game for lunch or tea or whatever. Hopefully in a place more conducive to conversation. Take care. Smiley face. Hannah. to that email, I know, it was a lovely, really weird email. I mean, to be fair, if I got that email from some fucking drunk asshole who made out with me in a cab and then rolled out of it, I wouldn't have written back. I would have been like, this is a giant red flag. They're probably gonna end up doing weird stuff. And what you need is somebody in your life who's like, you like weird stuff? I'm into weird stuff. And then you're great. But basically, I never heard from her again until I became semi-famous, and then she wrote back to me 3 years later. I know! You can't make this shit up! Are you serious? So, here we go. Here's the start of her reply. I was checking my spam account, and I was like, what the fuck? What? Here's what happens. She begins the email like this. Fellow lesbian. Oh gosh, by the way, gosh. I've blown up the internet. Link to totally irrelevant Tumblr account. It was relevant for like a month in 2013. Sorry guys. Too sassy. I get it, too sassy. I know, too sassy, it's okay. I could desperately use some advice on how to capitalize on all of this. I've gotten 1.5 million unique views in 3 days. Demographic stats attached below. Hope you are so proud of your success, especially since it means I can say that we had a bad first date because you were too drunk and now you're famous for it.